Alright, hello, Assassin here. So I'm making a video. I'm going to show you how to install SteelBeast Pro and reinstall SteelBeast Pro and install another version of SteelBeast Pro. So what we do is we're going to start SteelBeast Pro because we want to save our controls or something like that to that extent. So we're going to come in here and we're going to we're going to go to controls and export our controls, and then we're going to go to export wherever we want to. So we're going to look in our export right here, which is the eSIMS export, and I'll show you where this is at. Just hit here and hit save. So I've saved mine quite a bit. So this is saved now. All the controls I configured is saved on my joystick. So I hit OK. All right. You can save whatever you want now. Like you can go to records. I mean, you can pull those out too. So we'll go to exit. Sorry, I thought there was a save for that. Okay. Now what we do is we go to documents. No, not documents. Yeah, that documents. Then we go ASM games. Then we go to export, and there's our controls right here. So we want to cut that and cut that somewhere else. So we'll cut it into the D, and where's backup? And still be backup. So we'll do it right here. Okay. So now we got our controls. All right. Now what we want to do is we want to go into our directory where SteelBeast is installed. So it's right here, and then it is in right here where you will want to use the uninstall application. So send your SteelBeast Pro PE. Okay, so we'll go to uninstall, hit yes. Now while you are doing this, you need to go to esims.com. So right there, and you need to be downloading whatever version you want to use, whatever version that. So I'm going to use 3.7, which 3.7.7, excuse me, which is the latest. So I'm going to use the bundle installer for 3.7.7, and I'm going to use the manual installer for the 6.3.6, which is down here. So all these parts right here, and now I'm going to use the map. You need to install all these maps and then the transfer package. Okay, so you need to download all this stuff while you're uninstalled, which are already done. So we'll hit yes. Okay, so we're uninstalling SteelBeast right now. Okay, shouldn't take that much time here, and I can minimize this. So as you see, I will go to downloads, and here's all the map package and the manual installer for 3.6.3, and then the bundle installer for 3.7.7. Okay. Okay, so it kept the release. There's a reason it did that. Um, the reason is that I have a server executable, so I'm just gonna put that in the backup right now. Put it right here. Release is there. Okay. So now eSIMs, this folder would normally disappear. Okay, so this folder is gone. And chip bang. Okay, so now all SteelBeast is gone. So this is gone too. See, there's nothing in it. So it's just named there, and then we're gonna name this one right here, folder. The same as here. We'll just leave new folder. Rename. Control C. Where's that new folder? Right here. Um, rename. Control V, and then we'll name it 3.7.7. So 3.7.7. I don't know why they separate this. Normally, this is a bad thing for softwares to separate the directories, like have a space in it or something. But I guess it works well with eSIMs. I've seen other software that does it, but whatever. Okay, so I got this and this. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna remove my maps to SteelBeast maps. We're gonna just delete all this junk because we're gonna do the entire installation. So we're basically removing all our maps. Okay. Then we have to go here and remove. So we'll go to remove, add remove program. We'll go down here. We're looking for the map, the map installer. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I might have to download that again, but that's fine. Where's that map installer? And transfer that one right there. So we need to uninstall this guy. Oop. And that means my services is probably running, if it tells me. Yep, so we'll uninstall the maps, tool transfer. Yes. Okay, so that was gone. So we'll uninstall the maps. Yes. So everything's going away. Boom. Okay, so everything's gone. Alright, so SteelBeast map's gone. All our SteelBeast is off the computer now. Okay. Go ahead and empty my recycle bin. There's a lot of junk. I say junk, but it's a lot of old installation stuff. I remember after a patch comes out, if you do import your controls back in, you need to make sure that all the controls are still correct, because if they're not, it can cause issues. So, okay, so now we have everything uninstalled. SteelBeast is uninstalled. So what we're going to do is go to the downloads here, and we're going to install the 377 first. Okay, so what we do is we start the bundle installer here. We go to next. I want all this stuff here. We go to install. Now, my computer is configured to have the Windows operating system on one drive and then all the extra like data on another drive. So yours could be configured different, but if you have a configuration like this, it's suggested that you put all your files on the other drive, okay, which I'm going to do here. That's why I'm creating these manual directories. So let it start its work. We'll show details. I really need to know what's going on here. Okay, so it's finding everything. Taking a while, but whatever. And it's finding the maps, it looks like, too. So that's a good thing. It may install all of my maps for me, which is fine. Okay, we're going to hit yes. Alright, so what we're going to do is hit next. Okay, so it's identified where my maps are, but if you created a new directory, you will want to browse to that directory. So anyways, it's identified my maps directory. It must be in the registry. So there it is. It's good right there. We hit next. I want all the maps, blah, blah, blah. Yes. So it's installing the maps first. Hit next, hit install, and here we go. So it's extracting all the maps in. And I'm going to step away as this takes time, as you see. So and we will actually go to that drive. Let's see, I have two downloads here. Let's just go to this one. And data and SteelBeast maps. And here they come. As you see, they're being placed into your maps directory, which mine is custom. I'll just put SteelBeast maps. Okay. And I would recommend putting SteelBeast maps and then recommend putting like a shortcut on your desktop, which I have in my games here. Also, you will need to delete these right here because these are no longer valid after the uninstall. So we will delete this. Trash. Okay, so there's the shortcut to my maps. Oh, you can put it on your desktop or wherever you want. I put mine in here. Okay, so we just continue to watch and wait. All right, I'm back. Now, I'm eating dinner too. Now, make this clear is you do not have to uninstall these maps when you do a patch. I want to make that clear. You can leave these maps here for the next patch or whatever. And when you run the installer, it will recognize that you have a current version of SteelBeast installed and it will uninstall it for you. Then it will install the new patch. So don't think you will have to delete these maps. I'm only doing this because I'm going completely new. Like everything's being installed from new. So say if I just got SteelBeast, this is how this would go. Okay, so let's make that clear. Now, if you already had SteelBeast in your patching, this will still be here, and it would just recognize it as it did with here, saying my SteelBeast maps, and then you just hit next, and it will continue uninstalling the version that you have and reinstalling the new patch version. Okay. Okay, so the map installer is finished. Now we're going to the installer itself. Okay, so now is using the installer files and it's downloading from the cloud server, which you see right here is the URL to it. Okay, and it's extracting to my downloads. So we will go and go back to here and we're going to install it here. So we're going to get it ready to give it that directory. Okay, so now it's adding the setup files to do the SteelBeast itself install. All right, so we're going to hit yes. I do accept. We're going to hit next. Okay, so as you see, it's defaulted at C program files eSIM games SteelBeast Pro PE. Now, I don't want that. So what we want to do is we want to go to data and we want to go to 377 and we hit OK. Now, as you see, it says eSIM Games 377 SteelBeast Pro PE. Okay, that's good with me. I'll hit next. All right, it's identifying the maps that it just installed, which is a custom directory. So I hit next. Okay, everything should be selected for you. I hit next. Okay. If you wanted a different file, you can. This is normally the ones that goes to your documents, your start menu folder, and things like that. So we hit next. We want to create these two, I hit next and install. Okay, so it goes on to your code meter now. We're going to hit next. Alright, let's see. I'm just going to hit change. I don't want anything to change here. I'm just going to hit next, change, and that's that. I don't need to repair or nothing like that. So you'll just hit next. It will install your code meter. And once it's recognized, then you hit finish. Okay? So we hit next on here. We hit finish. Okay, now it's going to the tools. It's going to set up our map transfer tools. All right, so let's see. It wants to install it there. I don't want it there. Let me get it here. I want it somewhere else. So let's see. Let's make a directory for that one. So we're going to hit new folder. So be small. We'll go like this. We'll go SB map transfer tools. I don't know. This is just a habit I have to not. Oops. Not have any spaces in between anything. Okay, so we'll do that. Bam. So this is where we want to go. So we'll just hit here, Control C, and then we'll go here and Control A. Okay. So we hit next. Uh, no. So it says it already exists. So let's see. Transfer tools, SB. Where's that? Hang on. SteelBeast, blah blah blah. I don't see it. It says it exists already. So what we'll do is we'll rename this folder. Rename. We'll just spell it out. But as you see, you can name it that. Okay, so we'll name it that. Now I know you don't see that. Next. Oh, so I've already created it. So yes, dummy me. Okay. Um, actually, let me change it back then. Screw that. Let's change it back. So it's recognized it as already created. So that's okay. And let's put it here. Let's put it there. Bam, bang. And let's just do that. And go here and do this. Oop, okay. So it's tell me the same thing. Yes, I do anyways. Okay. So I want these two. Yeah, we'll just do the desktop. Okay, we'll go here and install. Okay. Awesome. Finish. And everything was successfully installed. Okay. Now what we need to do is go to our desktop icon here. And what we need to do is rename this desktop icon. So we go to rename. And we go to 4_377. And you can name this whatever you want to name it. You can name it Joe Blow, whatever. You just need it to be a different name than the default name that comes out. It's SteelBeast Pro PE. Okay? And the reason is when we install the old version, it's going to try to do this too, and it's going to overwrite it. So we have this one right here. Okay? Alright, so for confirmations, we're going to launch our SteelBeast, and actually we're going to grab our config file. So let's go back to our controls and our config file here. Let's see, SteelBeast backup. There it is, right there. And we're going to copy it. And we'll copy the documents, eSIM games, and I guess we can use export. We'll put it back in here. Okay, so we have it in here. So let's go ahead and launch our game. And yay, version 377 is running. Okay, so we go to controls, we go to import, it goes straight there. We hit that, double click, well, you try it again, you hit select here, hit open, it goes in, hit OK. Alright, so my controls are in. Okay, the game is working. Um, we have our maps. Okay, we check our map location, which is right here. It's good. Okay, we hit exit. Okay, so now we have 377 installed. Okay, so that is the first install version that we're going to do. So we go here to downloads, and now what we want to do is we want to get rid of this guy. We want to keep all this parts, and we want to get rid of everything else. So we don't want it to be recognized in here. Yep. Okay. So everything's gone. We know we have our maps. We know we have version 377 installed. Okay, and it works. All right, so we'll manually, this is the manual installer, so we'll just start part one. Okay, and it extracts, which is fine. We'll hit yes, we'll hit accept, we'll hit next. Okay, so as you see, it's pointing to 377. We do not want this. Okay, so what we want is 363. Double click it and hit OK, and as you see, it changed to 363. So we hit next. It recognizes our maps, which is the same location. We hit next. Okay, we want that. We do not want the quick launch because it'll override it. We just want the desktop shortcut. We hit next and we hit install. Alright, so it's going into the code meter stuff now. It should already be up to the latest version. Yep, it already says it. Okay. We hit next and finish. Okay, so we have another icon right here. We'll put it right here. We're going to name it 363. Rename for underscore 363. And there we go. And we hit continue. Okay, so we're going to see if this one works. Bam, there we go. We have our older version of SteelBeast 363. Alright, so we go to controls. Okay, so now I need to import the controls in and hit open. I should have switched, kind of weird. Okay, and throttle stick. Okay, oh, it's joystick. I would hope it got all my controls. Yeah, it looks like it did. For some reason it didn't change. Okay, so as you see, 363 is working. And then we have 377 is working. So we have both installed. They both work. And no problems. Okay. We have the maps. And let's see, we have the shortcut. So really you can keep that on your desktop, whatever you want to do. I'm going to put these in my game folder. And that's that. So there's other ways to install this. You know, you don't have to install both versions, but I just did. I'm not even paying attention here. I'm gonna mess something up. Okay, so they're both here, as you see. I don't know why that didn't. That should have been good. Make sure it still works. Icon. So you can change the icons on these two, as eSims has. I think they got a video on it. Hang on. Okay, so that's still working. Everything's good. Let's change the icon on it. Properties and change icon. And as you see, we have a bunch of icons here. So let's see. Let's change it to, this is 363. Let's change it to this bad boy. Well, not that one. Let's go with, let's go with that one. Apply. Yeah. Okay, there we go. So we changed our icons up a little bit. You can change this one too. Okay, whatever you want to do. And now we have two versions of SteelBeast installed. So thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Alright, thank you.